The lawyer's office smelled of old paper and filtered coffee. I hadn't expected surprises. My parents were alive, well, and the will review seemed like routine, just something their financial advisor suggested. I sat in the leather chair across from the desk, flipping through the stapled packet as the attorney explained the clauses in a voice trained to sound neutral. Then I saw it. All real property, financial assets, and the remaining estate were to be transferred to Daniel Reyes. Daniel, my cousin, the one my parents always introduced as the son we never had. I didn't react immediately. I reread the paragraph twice, scanning for my name somewhere below it. There was only a small line about personal items to be distributed, art at the executor's discretion. The executor was Daniel. That's correct, the lawyer confirmed when I asked for clarification. Your cousin is listed as the sole beneficiary. I nodded, as if reviewing a spreadsheet error. I had been covering their mortgage shortfalls for 2 years, not consistently, but enough. When interest rates climbed and my dad's contract work slowed, I transferred whatever was needed. Utilities were in their names, but automatic payments came from my account. Insurance premiums, too. No one asked directly anymore. It was just understood. Family helps family. Growing up, Daniel had been the charming one, the one who fixed cars, grilled on holidays, and called my father Coach. I was the quieter one, the reliable one. You're more independent, my mom used to say. Daniel needs more guidance. Guidance that somehow always looked like inheritance. I left the lawyer's office with a copy of the will folded neatly in my bag. I didn't confront my parents that day. I didn't storm into their kitchen waving paperwork. I went home, opened my banking app, and quietly made changes. Canceled the recurring transfer labeled Mortgage Assist, removed the autopay link to their electricity provider, and paused the insurance draft. I didn't block their numbers or send a message. I simply stopped underwriting a future that didn't include me. For 3 weeks, nothing happened. Our conversations stayed neutral. My mom's garden, my dad's knee, the weather. No mention of money. Then, on a Thursday afternoon, my phone buzzed. Transfer the money for the mortgage. That was the entire message. No greeting, no question. I read it twice, then typed back, I'm not covering the mortgage anymore. The reply came almost immediately. What do you mean? It's due tomorrow. I stared at the screen, thinking about how precise the language in the will had been. Sole beneficiary, executor. I reviewed the will again and typed, since Daniel is inheriting the house, it makes sense for him to start contributing. 3 dots appeared, disappeared, and appeared again. That has nothing to do with this, my mom replied. It has everything to do with this, she called within seconds. Why are you being like this? She demanded, skipping any greeting. I'm not being anything, I said calmly. I'm aligning responsibility with ownership. It's just paperwork, she said. Daniel doesn't even know about that. I do. There was a pause. You're overreacting, she continued. You've always been generous. Generous? The word felt transactional. Mom, I asked, keeping my voice steady. If Daniel is the real son, then he should be the real support. Silence. That's not fair, she said finally. You know what we meant. I'm not arguing about what you meant. I'm talking about what you signed. In the background, I could hear my father asking what was happening. The bank doesn't care about feelings, I added. They care about payments. As if summoned by the conversation, my dad's phone rang. He answered, stepping away. I recognized the ringtone immediately, polite, formal. The mortgage officer. He returned to the line a minute later, voice tighter. They said if it's not received by tomorrow, there's a late fee, he said. I know, I replied. You're really not sending it? My mom's tone softened. After another long pause, she said, "We thought you understood." "I do understand," I answered. "I understand that I'm not part of the long-term plan, so I'm stepping out of the short-term funding." My father came back on the line. "You're making this about money," he said. "No," I said. "I'm making it about consistency." That evening, Daniel called. "Why am I getting dragged into this?" he asked. "You're not," I said. "You're inheriting a house. That's years away." "Mortgages aren't," he exhaled. "I didn't ask for that. I didn't ask to be removed." That ended the conversation. The payment was late. I knew because my dad mentioned the fee in passing the following week, voice edged with irritation. No one apologized. No one amended the will. But something had shifted. They stopped assuming. When my mom texts now, she starts with hello. It's small, procedural, almost superficial, but it's different. I don't know if they'll ever change the documents. I don't know if Daniel will step up or quietly decline. What I do know is this: love that's conditional in ink shouldn't be unconditional in funding. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't threaten to cut them off entirely. I just stopped pretending that being replaced symbolically meant nothing practically. And for the first time, the silence between us feels honest.